Hello YouTube, it's Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? Man, I hope you're doing well. It's time again for the knife of the day. I just went crazy around my birthday time. I just bought a bunch of knives. Several of the knives that I bought, I used to own and then I trimmed them. So some of you have the first versions of these, and I went out and bought the second versions because I missed them so much. I never sold a knife until about, a year and a half ago when I started trimming my collection. It was getting too big. And I used to always talk about the people who said, oh, I have this knife. This is the third time I had this knife. I'm like, come on, man. But now that I trim my knives, I know what they mean. You just miss some knives. And this beast, I missed. This is the Microtech Combat Troodon. I've called it a Troodon. I think it's a Troodon. There's also the very popular regular Troodon, which is one of two of my best Microtech out the front. Of course, every time I pick up a new one, it becomes my best. But it's the same size as the UTX-85. I trimmed that one too. I got a new one. I'll show you that another day too on the knife of the day. I love this knife. I do. So this is the Combat Troodon. This is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, automatic double action in the Ultratech line, the current line. It is a beast, but it feels so great in the hand. Now, my last Combat Troodon, I had to get a dagger. I just can't imagine this with a different shaped blade. They sell them with different shaped blades, drop point and all kinds of other blades, but man, I think a big beast of a knife like a Combat Troodon needs a double-edged dagger. I think it's perfect. Then when I saw this one with the double-edged dagger and that apocalyptic treatment on the blade, that's what Microtech calls it. It's stone washed and bead blasted. Oh, I just watched the movie Gladiator yesterday. I know. This reminds me of it though. It's a tactical knife. Now, this double-edged dagger is flat ground. It'll slice, it'll dice, it'll cut rope, it'll do all of those things. But man, a beast knife like this with a double-edged dagger, it's tactical. It is. It's tactical. CTS-204P. Now, I don't know. I've noticed Microtech came out with a whole bunch of new knives, different variations. And all of the ones I've bought have the CTS-204P. Now, Microtech's known for a lot of things, a lot of colors, a lot of blade steels, and a lot of different blade shapes. But they have released a lot of CTS 204P steel this time around, and I love it. The other thing they released on a number of their knives, first, a lot of different colors. And I usually go blacked out. I have a lot of blacked out knives, a lot of black scales, titanium, but I wanted to do color. A couple of days ago, I had a new UTX-85 that had a distressed red color on the aluminum scales. This is distressed blue. As someone said, it's like the jeans that everyone wears, you know? cut up and everything when they buy it new. That's what this is. I have case knives, and the case knives, they have a thing called pocket worn, where it's nice and some smooth edges. It makes it feel like, even though it's brand new, that it just came out of your pocket. That's how this feels to me. Like it just came out of your pocket. I know, I've taken a little bit of slack where people say, oh, now you got to fake that you're using your knives. No, I don't. Because actually, I like exactly how I use my knives. But, no, I think it gives a great look to it. But also, I think it screams out, this is only me. All of this is my opinions. That's why it's my channel, right? It also screams out that these knives shouldn't be just for your safe. These are knives that should be used. Now, of course, this is a tactical knife. By the way, I feel so bad about the fact that I just used two hands. This action is so great right out of the box. My thumb is hurting me. Because right now on my table I have, what, 2, 4, 6 Microtech knives. And for the past 2 days, and I'm not exaggerating, for the past 2 days, I've been opening and closing these knives for about 10 hours straight. So trust me when I tell you, this action is like my UTX 85 action. It's great action. But I hurt. And these new triggers really do have great traction. You feel it over time, especially when you've been doing the double action 9 times. 9 times in the 2 minutes before I started this. So please trust me, the action is unbelievable. The clip, your usual quick clip, right hand. You have the glass breaker on the edge. Man, I had a number of the newer Microtech automatics, and man, that pointy glass breaker used to kill me. It stopped me from carrying them because you'd reach for it in your pocket and get stabbed. I love when they went to the newer ones with the little ball bearing. Of course, with most, and I just take my hat off to them, I love Microtech, the fact that they put all the information right there for you. Now with this covering, sometimes, let me see, it's hard to see, but there it is, a combat Troodon, dagger edged. It's a double edge. And on this one, gives you the number and the birth date on the front, because it has so much real estate. May 2019, it's one of the newer ones. You could tell, right? We could tell because of the new distressed look. And they have that apocalyptic on the apocalyptic treatment, the bead blast and the stonewash on all the hardware, all of it, including on the back. What a nice knife. I'm happy to have it back. First, I'm happy that one of you have my old combat Troodon. Yeah, with the Digi Camel, and of course the dagger. But I'm happy to have it back in my collection. Once we're done with all of these knives of the day, I need to do a current Microtech collection video for you guys, because while some of the names have remained the same, the knives have definitely changed. Of course, aluminum, like all of them, I really like the regular Troodon as well as the combat Troodon. Look, let me give you a sneak peek of the brand new regular one that I got. You could tell, see, big difference in size. That's why I wanted the drop point on the smaller one. This is the regular Troodon compared to the combat Troodon that we're talking about here. This is UTX 85 shape, same kind of ease with the double action. So this is a big beast of a knife. The knife of the day. Oh, I'm so happy it's back. My thumb is killing me because I've been just opening and closing it all day long. Part of my problem is, you shouldn't be just using the tip. You can use your whole thumb and get it in there. So I've just been using it so much. I love this thing. And I'm usually a small knife guy, right? That tells you about the build quality and everything else. And I'll tell you, everything was just screaming to me, it has to be that dagger blade. And with the apocalyptic, hey, I pull that out. It's not to cut a steak, all right? It can do that. Of course you can use it as EDC, but that's a great tactical knife. I thought what I'd do to give you a sense of the size will bring out the military. So you see, this is not a small knife. That's the Spyderco military. And then a smaller knife, just to give you a bit of a look at it. Here's the paramilitary 2. But it's so thin, it fits great in the hand. I love while it has a side jimping on the handle like most Microtech out the fronts do, it also has this and its little brother has it on the scales itself. And I just think it feels great in your hand. There you have it. New Microtech Combat Troodon with CTS-204P steel, the double-edged dagger, the distressed blue aluminum. Oh, I love that distressed look. Distressed blue aluminum scales, nice color, nice everything. And it's compared, you can see it now, like the military. It's a big knife. And the paramilitary. The blade, I didn't go over that. Let me try to do that. I was so loving it so much. I can't believe I did it. 3.8 inches on the blade. So it's big. 9.5 inches total. And it weighs 5.3 ounces. Trust me, it feels a lot lighter. Even when it's in the pocket, it feels a lot lighter. There you have it. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notifications because I will be doing trimming. I know, I just keep talking about it. I've got so much going on, guys, in my transition, but I am not going to move out of my apartment until I get my knives and all these other collections down to a movable size. And then instead of trying to trim the collection, I've been adding to it a great deal. But I'm loving the knives. It's helping me during the transition, so whatever. But if you want to be a part of the trimming when I sell my collection, you must subscribe, turn on your notifications. You guys take good care of yourselves, all right? Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.